it's going to be on Nightshade.
Mm-hmm.
Which is another pretty map. They've really gone with the pretty visuals of this map pool, I feel like.
Okay. In the top left-hand side of the map, he's the machine. He's innovation.
And in the bottom right, he is blue, he is Zerg, he is Rogue.
Both these guys, absolutely stellar pros that have been on top of the scene one time or another. And even on an off day, you definitely don't want to play them at Starcraft 2, because they are just so fundamentally good at this game.
I know, it's just such a treat to watch them at all, learn from them, see what disgusting moves they make. And ZVT is just a ton of fun these days. It's not the same thing at all. I mean, you cast ZVTs, I feel like every unit is pretty viable at this point. Like, name a Terran unit that doesn't ever show up in ZVT these days.
Not a lot of Ravens, but that's about it.
It's true. Raven, not a bunch, but if your opponent has a bunch of Broodlords and Corruptors, they're really good.
Yeah, they can be.
Yeah. But other than that, totally.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got ourselves a bit of a cheeky opening coming out of the Zerg. Rogue. Gonna be going for an early pool to try and catch Innovation off guard here. And while Innovation's played 1,000 TvZs, there's always a chance he doesn't scout, but he's doing it, so good guy,
yeah,
Innovation.
I mean, I've recently cast a game where Innovation did not bother with the SCV scout and sent the Reaper out anyway, and then the Link showed up and wrecked his command center at his expansion, and he was a sad Terran.
Yep.
So maybe he learned his lesson from that game, and he's just going to do it from now.
I don't know.
Because those are your options as Terran, right? Either you SCV scout, or you make a Reaper and keep it at home. You cannot blindly send the Reaper out against a Zerg, because then this happens.
Some players do, but it's just like a horrible, horrible gamble. Because, like, it's like, as a Terran, it's like, okay, I get a slightly better economy from not sending out that one SCV. But then the alternative is that you just die and lose the game.
Yeah, I mean, you don't lose your natural, because Lings can't kill it, obviously, and you'll get Hellions eventually.
They can.
No, if you're bad, sure. But
oh, damn it!
And I've never seen a pro lose their natural command center to Zerg. Makes no sense. Not at this stage
if
of the
they
game.
Just go into straight into a reactor and skip the Marine, sometimes. It depends on the Ling count. It can happen.
I'm just saying you lift it, man. Lings
well,
can't
it doesn't finish up in time sometimes.
Oh.
And it gets cancelled, and then you can't repel the Lings, depending on the pool timing.
That's a lot of Zerglings committed, though.
It's like 8 or 10 can do it if the Terran sends their Reaper out.
So if the Terran doesn't have Hellions, and the Reaper's on the other side of the map, and 8 to 10 Lings show up, they can kill the command center before the Terran can
Well, yeah, they kill the SCV, and then...
Yeah.
It does happen. Not all the time, because most Terrans scout, but
yeah,
sometimes a Terran will have to cancel that CC.
Well, and even if you don't scout, again, if you get the Hellions up, you're not going to lose the natural.
Yeah, the thing is, though, the Hellions take longer if you're going for the reactor than the command center does to build, so...
It's true, but Marines aren't going to save it, so...
Nope, that's why the CC sometimes dies.
Fair enough.
It does happen.
It does. It does. I like the Overlord speed this fast, too, from Rogue. That's gorgeous. Like, slow Overlords are so easy to deny scouting with, and fast Overlords are impossible.
Oh, yeah. You cannot.
Get speed. No.
They're like blimps with NOS.
Did you see the thing that Blizz put out to the map makers a week or so ago that was like, look, guys, you don't have to put little Overlord hiding spots at the front of every natural.
Oh, yeah.
That's not something we've told you have to do. Just a heads up.
Oh, yeah. I mentioned that last Afreeca World, I think. It's just...
Because everyone's doing it. Knock it off.
It's because all Zergs will complain if we don't. There, ergo, 1/3 of players don't like our maps on principle.
I know, but Zergs are in no position to complain right now, honestly.
Doesn't mean they won't. Have you seen pro gamers on Twitter?
Are Zergs complaining about stuff?
Oh, of course, yeah.
What are Zergs complaining about?
Some Zergs will, like... Sometimes guys like Riskiel like complain they can't beat Maru or something. Well, Zerg's clearly not strong enough, right?
Oh my gosh. Hey, these Hellions aren't dead. I thought they'd be dead.
Yeah, this is not good for Rogue. I mean, he does a good job splitting the drones, but if you're having to split your drones against Hellions in the first place...
Oh gosh. Okay. There was a second there were like 10 drones stacked up, and I thought it was going to be 20 drones instead of 10. We're good. We saved it. I mean, 10 drones down in the first 5 minutes is actually not that big a deal for Rogue. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah,
he's okay.
It's not great, though.
No, I mean, it's not
great,
ideal.
Not terrible.
Yeah, it's not game over by any stretch at all.
All right, 1-1.
Anyway, I mean, all I've ever seen from Zergs on Twitter recently is responding to other people who complain about Zergs. And being like, stop crying, you babies.
Oh, I know.
I've never seen them be like, oh, this part of the game is so imbalanced. I haven't seen that for months out of Zergs. What do they complain about?
I don't know. It happens.
Okay.
Everyone complains. Complaining's part of a pro gamer job. It helps your race get a buff.
I mean, look, everybody in Diamond complains because everyone in Diamond sucks. And there's something about every race that you can't handle. That's why you're in Diamond, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just talking about pros. I'm talking about Cyril, Raynor, Rogue,
there
or
are
any of
that
those
will,
dudes.
Like, rage quit, no GG, frick this kind of stuff. What a joke.
Okay. All right. Just if you can think of an example a Zerg has complained about in the last couple of months, I'd love to.
Okay, let me do this.
Chicken says they complain about Microbial Shroud. I don't know if that counts.
Zergs do complain about Microbial Shroud being garbage, but Microbial Shroud...
I have yet to see a Zerg player even research it at all. At all. That's how bad it is. Zerglings thinking about going in there, decide nope.
Yeah, they dive onto Siege Tanks. The problem for Rogue is right now that this is 1-1 bio with Combat Shield Stim and tanks to support it, and Rogue doesn't have 1-1. He doesn't have Baneling speed yet.
Almost.
Almost.
I think he can save this hatch. It's going to be tight, though.
It is indeed, because he simply doesn't have that much stuff as well. And yeah, look at this. Hatchery's gone.
Save it. Yo, he didn't even try! Rogue!
No, he didn't. That's because he just threw up another base in the left. He's like, nope, it's gone. I'm just going to build another.
That's pretty smart. I would have been like, no, I have to save it, and then everything dies and the hatch dies.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's what makes Rogue a great Zerg. Is that you got to realize you're like, I can't save this. So he's already planning ahead for that. He's now getting into Hydras, which is going to give his army a lot more of a backbone. But oh man, innovation, the macro machine. This is a lot of Terran already.
He's on 3 bases, which is pretty darn terrifying.
Oh gosh.
Okay, extra shots. Bad.
21 kills on that tank already.
Rogue is going Hydras. This has to be Lurker, doesn't it?
I don't know. I honestly am not 100% sure if Zergs are making that many Lurkers in TvZ lately.
Like, with Nidus, Lurkers are pretty good against Terran. I've seen a couple games won that way recently.
Yeah, Hydraling Bane, though.
No, not against Terran. Not with this many tanks.
Yeah, Rogue just, I don't know if he knew that Innovation was going for this many tanks, so he's kind of just having like a build order loss in a sense.
I mean, if there are like 2 tanks, sure, you can handle it. But once we get up to 4, 5, 6, things go bad for the Hydras.
Yeah, unless you get Vipers, but oh, this is a nasty spot from Innovation right now. Tanks on the high ground. Rogue is going to try and collapse on top of this. There's a chance that he'll be able to make this happen. The upgrades are even for now, and Rogue's actually just going for it. Innovation is clumped up behind this. The Banelings are rolling in, and Innovation will be repelled.
Not bad.
Not bad.
I thought that was going to go a lot worse than it did.
Yeah. Rogue saved the hatchery, took a snap engagement to minimize time he was taking tank shots. And he's alive. Staying alive.
Infestation Pit coming in. Gonna see those Infestors still pretty good, even if they do have an utterly useless ability. The other 2 are still alright.
Utterly useless. Could also be for Hive, in order to potentially say get something out like Vipers, which go well with Hydraling Bane.
You can go ultras if innovation continues to pump out Marines like this.
Okay,
but he's
that's
too
one thing
smart.
Zergs have been complaining about. Ultras. They say they're useless. Do you
That's
agree?
not true. If the Terran just sticks on this Marine tank thing and there aren't that many tanks, ultras are great. And I've seen plenty of Terrans be unable to get out enough Marauders and tanks and Liberators and Ghosts to really handle the ultras when they pop. All right, save the hat. Too late. Did he move in too
Rogue
late?
very well
Oh.
can save. Maybe save this hatch. He
Nope.
changes his mind though and says, "Not gonna die on that hill."
This is going real well for innovation. That's 2 hatches down in the first 10 minutes. That's a good start.
That is good. Rogue though, the big brain, has already rebuilt another hatchery. This is what I love to see from Zergs. It is okay to take a certain amount of losses as long as you're covering yourself. And Rogue says, right, if I fight and try and save this hatchery, I'll just die to the next attack. And so he's just cutting his losses and just saying, right, I'm just going to keep macroing up. He's probably going to try and just max out, make a ton of banelings, and then just try and hope for a good fight, it would seem. Which is definitely a lot more doable when you're on equal supply maxed out than when you're not.
Yeah, he's doing a great job pumping a bunch of lings out here. He's got decent upgrades on them too. 3/3s coming in for innovation though, and that is pretty scary stuff. If you don't have the requisite number of banelings or, fungal.
Yeah, it is going to be a minute or so, but oh, look at this. Big counterattack going in for Rogue. He's actually just going to crash into the PF.
Okay.
This is a dicey spot, though, for Rogue. He committed essentially all his banelings to that. He's trying to morph in more, but innovation has collapsed on top of them.
Oh, nothing there.
Yeah,
Trying to get rid of more
is...
SCVs, but if he can't handle this army on this side of the map, he's done. Never base race the Terran.
No,
It's not
you
even
are
a base
correct.
race either. That is a terrible Zerg
Yeah,
army for
Rogue
base
is
race.
dead. He needed those banelings to defend.
Yep. Yeah, that was not worth it. Killing a base but losing the game was just a terrible trade for him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that he even needed to either, to be honest.
We will get on into Triton as our next map. But
Nice.
the situation there, what happened was Rogue, he wanted to get damage done. And getting a move like that, crashing a ton of banelings into Terrans, PFs to slow down their economy is fine. If you don't need those banelings to defend.
Right, and he did.
He did.
But I mean, it all just kind of snowballed from that first attack, where he wasn't
Oh,
ready
yeah.
to defend his third base at all and just sacked it. And that doesn't mean the game's over, but it puts you behind. And getting behind against innovation is not a place anybody wants to be. I don't care who you are. Yeah, I've had plenty of games like that against Terran, where I'm just behind on an initial engagement, and then I play really well the rest of the game, but it's just not enough. So, Zerg style, defend, Serral style, looks really OP, but you screw up once, and you're in a spot of trouble.
There's a reason why only a few Zergs have got as good as Serral. Or have mastered the style as well.
Yeah, because it's not easy.
Serral. Because,
Right.
as you said, one thing goes wrong, you're just dead. You gotta check literally every box.
Yeah, miss one box and you're out.
Yep. Okay, here we are. In the top left-hand side of the map. It's innovation.
And in the bottom right side, he's blue, and he is Rogue.
Had Rogue not sent those banelings for the counterattack, do you think he could have held on?
I think he had a chance.
He was just about maxed out. And he had a pretty decent baneling count. So maybe if he just sent like 4 or 5 banelings to hit the mineral line instead of kill the PF and then tried to hold on. Or something. I don't know.
Yeah, hard to say, but yes. I mean, but what he did essentially guaranteed he was going to lose. There was just nothing left to defend that attack at all.
I mean, I guarantee you Innovation was probably sweating there when he was getting counterattacked because he was watching his economy fall apart. But he had enough to make that one attack happen and clean it out.
ZBT. Tight matchup for sure.
So good.
again, SCV moving out. I mean, I'd be shocked if Innovation didn't just do this every game.
You gotta.
I don't think it hurts you that much. I really don't.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, Zergs will never, ever drone scout because they believe firmly it hurts them immensely. But Terran, You got mules, you're fine. So he checks the timing on the hatch, says, all right, that was definitely a hatch first. There are no lings across the map right now. They are building an eggs. Let's bring the Reaper in and see what we can do.
Reaper is popping on in. If he kills more than a Zergling, I'll be surprised.
You could get 2.
Versus Rogue?
Yeah.
Alright.
He could. I mean, look at that.
Oh.
2 super injured. 3 super injured. And then the Queen shows up and the Reaper has to get out.
Rogue,
he'll be back.
Creep tumor before inject. Oh, look at this. Innovation, quick third CC.
I love this. It's so hard for Zerg to punish unless they go for some kind of Reaper,
Oh.
Roach Ravager style thing. Hey, look! Ling down! Another one! Hey, I told you! Haha!
You got the 2.
Never count out Innovation Reapers, man.
You know, I was thinking of saying 2 lings. I'd be surprised if he killed more than 2 lings, but then I was like, no, it's Rogue. 1 ling. What a fool I am. What a fool.
What a fool. Never, ever count Innovation out.
Nope.
Reaper's still alive thanks to those combat drugs, which can't be good for long-term health, but Reapers are all dead at the end of the game anyway, so...
They're good for the short-term health.
Heck yeah. Another Reaper
Oh,
kill there.
oh
Holy
my gosh.
smokes.
Oh!
And a drone! And another Ling if he wants it!
Oh my gosh. Does he get yet another drone?
Where is the... What is happening?
I
That
don't know.
Reaper's like Hall of Fame worthy, man.
Yeah. 5 kills.
Against Rogue, and one of them's a drone. Ridiculous. I'm going to complain about Reapers. They're OP.
Okay, now is he just gonna YOLO his Hellions on in? There's only 6 lings for Rogue.
I mean, the good news is Rogue's third base isn't dead. So far, so good. For him, losing that drone is annoying, but creep spreading real nice. One thing I really have started paying attention to in my games is creep spread. It just makes me so happy to see an entire map covered with creep.
I played
There's a
against a Zerg the other day. His creep spread was nuts. It was just some of the best creep spread I've ever seen. I was like, is this guy cheating? Because his creep spread was so good. And I was like, your creep spread isn't supposed to be this good. This is like not pro level or something, but his creep spread was.
Yeah, this is like Scarlet creep spread, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just like it. It gives you a sense of security when there's nowhere the opponent can go without you seeing it. It's awesome.
His creep was just on my doorstep. I was like, no, please.
Yeah, that sucks. That is a terrifying experience.
This queen is having a hard go of it.
Ow, she dead.
Rip.
Rough day for Queenie there. I just don't think Innovation's doing enough damage in the first 5 minutes here to really put himself in a good position.
He opened up very quick third command center, though.
Yep.
So...
But I think Zerg prefers that. Like, by all means, take a quick third. I can take a quick fourth. I feel good about that.
Yeah,
it allows me to spread my creep
gets
better.
Another queen, though. He's killed off a few drones. And his own economy is so nuts that he's not super duper pressed. Like, it's always nice to deal damage to a Zerg, but if you open up like as quick of a third CC as he did, it alleviates some of the pressure.
It's true. I'm still telling you, as a Zerg player, please leave me alone effectively for the first 5 minutes. No major attacks. I can handle a couple of Liberators maybe and some Hellions, but if a Marine tank army with 1/1 and Stim and Combat Shield isn't showing up at my third base before it's done, I am a happy Zerg.
The thing is, one of the things that made Innovation like famous in TvZ is his push with basically like 2/2 maxed out bio tank.
Yeah, on 3 bases.
On 3 bases, and that's probably what he's going for this game.
Yeah, Bjorn was abjectly terrifying doing that stuff to you back in the day.
Yeah, Bjorn made a lot of Reapers, too.
Yeah, back when Reapers were stupid good. That was a Zerg complaint.
That was a valid complaint.
It was.
It was nice. It was nice to have something that could be abused hardcore as Terran.
All right, so those Lings are up in the north doing something.
This is a nasty counterattack right here. Innovation has some Marines that are going to try and hold, but...
Oh, shoot, that's not a wall. I thought they were holding it. Nope. Okay, Innovation on the other side is going to be able to do some damage. Baneling's waddling in without speed yet. It's far away. A lot of SCs going down at that third. The attack in the natural base is cleaned up. Baneling's getting some hits despite being slow. That's a little sloppy from Innovation, but he is controlling on 2 fronts here.
Yeah, he is. This is exactly what Zerg wants to do. Make the Terran fall apart back at home so the push falters itself. Innovation, he can micro this is all he wants, but he's not going to be able to kill Rogue with that chunk of units. And he's taken so much damage back at home.
Yeah, that tank on this side of the map is really worth his weight in gold right now and preventing these Marines from just dying.
Yeah, Innovation is keeping this going. If he gets this 4th base, though, I will be very surprised.
I just don't see it.
He's trying his best. These Marines are just waiting to retreat back, and Innovation has rallied more units across the map, so suddenly he may actually be able to keep this push going. I thought this push was going to lose all steam due to that counterattack, but reinforcements have successfully arrived, and Rogue is suddenly in a spot of bother.
He is. He's down 70 to 40 supply. Baneling's speed is done, but the target firing is pretty good there. A bunch of Marines do die, but not all of them, and that's what matters. Baneling's trying to come up, getting target fired before they can get in position to do anything. The hatchery does end up falling. Innovation is doing so much with so little here, and then reinforcing with more.
Look at that. I just didn't think Innovation was going to be able to keep this game going after taking so much damage, but he gets in, he gets a base as reparations for the damage he took. Now he's going to micro his Marines against these Banelings, and he's doing a pretty darn good job of it, and Rogue suddenly doesn't have that much supply.
He's been down in military supply here for some time, and Innovation looking to take a really quick 2-0 lead here in this best of 5.
Yeah,
that tank,
wow.
Again, just... I guess there's 3 of them now, but oh my gosh. That tank had 43 kills before it died.
43 kills. The Banelings getting sniped down. The Medivacs have been healing non-stop to keep this pile going. And Innovation is just taking favorable trade after favorable trade. However, he is looking to win this game as Rogue's just desperately trying to hang on.
He's got 32 Lings on the way with +2 ground carapace, but the medevac count is high.
Yeah, another tank getting set on up. Rogue pulling the drones. He knows that he just needs to hold this attack, and he'll be a 4-base Zerg, but drones fighting, not a good sign.
That is a negatory. Everybody Zerg is dead here. That's your GG. These guys just marching up like they own the place because they do 2-2 finishing up now. Queen's getting massacred instantly. Baneling's not even being allowed to finish. I mean, Rogue hasn't tapped out, which I'm honestly extremely surprised by.
Yeah, he's given it his all, but Innovation is going to take this 2-0 lead for the Terran player.
I'm going to check the kill count on those tanks real fast, because they were good. All right, so... Let's see here. Wrecking House. One of them's new, so he has like 10 kills. But, yeah, 46 kill tank, 29 kill tank. That'll help.
Oh.
Helps a lot. Wolf, how you feeling about this Rogue prediction, man? Not looking so good, is it? He's all confident about his, about Rogue coming in and just raffle stomping the competition, but Innovation has some things to say today.
Mitsuo Wolfblood getting called out by Falcon.
Look, man, I also said I think Rogue has this when I saw what the lineup was today. We can all be wrong. I mean, Africa World 50 was nothing but upsets, man. It was underdogs taking names all 3 days. Tons and tons of fun. Soul won it. Like, that alone is enough to tell you underdogs. I do believe that Soul is now a Terran god, though, so maybe that's just what happened.
Yeah. Soul is really, really good. Looks like both players are ready, so we're gonna load on into the next game. I'm excited for this next season of not WCS to kick off.
Right? Forgot what it's called now.
ESL Masters Pro something League.
Something.
I think it's
Yep.
ESL Masters.
Yeah, there we go. ESL Starcraft for life.
All right, here we are though. In the bottom right-hand side of the map, he is down 0-2, and he's gonna have to bring it back. It's Jinair's Rogue.
And in the top left, he is on top of his game today. It's Innovation.
Innovation.
You know his name. It's Innovation. You have no questions about this player.
Nope. You know who
Mitch
he is.
Wolf's, yep. Wolf says the real question is when will LaughNgamez get Grandmaster?
Oh, I've done it.
There we go.
I've
Done.
been there, done that. I've peaked.
As random?
No, not as random.
Oh, I was like, dang.
As Terran.
Nice.
But I've peaked.
Very nice.
I got it. I played a ton. And then I'm like, okay. I'm good.
I'm good. I'm satisfied. That's fair. I have the portrait forever on my account.
No, I didn't, because I didn't finish the season. Wait. I didn't have time to play like the 30 games a week it required or whatever.
It requires 30 games a week?
Or 15 games a week or something to stay in GM.
Oh, okay.
Something high like that. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to get booted out.
Ah, that's sad.
Yeah. I have the screenshot, though.
Okay,
So
that'll
they
live
can't
forever.
take that away from me.
They can't. You might try, but they can't. I forgot Lost Vikings was in Heroes of the Storm, Wolf.
Oh, I always
So much-
loved playing Lost Vikings. It was so fun to try and micro all three separately.
I think he says you're trash at controlling the Lost Vikings in HOTS.
I've
Wolf
known
had some
Mitsuo
hard
Wolfblood
work
for
today.
years and years.
There we go.
And it's just been years and years of him giving me shit.
I mean, I believe it, based on today. Chicken says, how long did it take you to reach GM?
Well, I started playing in like 2013, 2014. Started playing a lot. Oh, I don't. It's been a pretty steady progression. Of sometimes high amounts of play, sometimes little amounts. I got probably like somewhere in around 10,000 games on my account. Not all pro though, or whatever.
Yeah. But how long did it take you to get GM when you started playing seriously?
Oh. Maybe like 3 years or so.
Okay.
But that's like sometimes I'd go like weeks or months without playing. All right, so from Innovation, we've got ourselves a quick third CC again, which is what I love to see from Terrans.
Yeah, that third CC super worked out real well. The last game. I want Innovation to go 6 bases before 5 minutes. It's time.
6
I mean-
bases before
Yes.
5 minutes.
Uh-huh. He needs to start now, obviously.
He needed to start yesterday.
Maybe. Fusion Core, Battlecruiser opening.
Let's do it. 3cc Battlecruiser Rush.
Let's do it. Yeah, not many people play the Lost Vikings. You have to control 3 units separately. Yep. StarCraft players kind of laugh at the idea of controlling 3 units.
Pretty much.
That's all I have. That's all I have to say.
Heroes of the Storm. Fun game.
Fun game. I
Yeah,
get bored
I
though.
really
I need to
enjoyed-
control more than 1 unit.
It
Maybe I should try the Lost Vikings.
It's fun. I mean, they're honestly not great, but they're fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed Heroes of the Storm casually.
Yeah.
Never got super into it or anything, like nowhere near towards following the pro scene or anything. But I really enjoyed it casually, and honestly, in my opinion, classic Heroes of the Storm before they changed it had the best microtransaction earn your sort of heroes combined with the pay to unlock scheme, like how you earned gold and stuff to unlock the new heroes. That was my favorite version of anything like that.
See, I know so little, I didn't know they had changed it, so...
Oh yeah, they changed it so that there was like shards and something like 4 or 5 kinds of currency, and it's just like, who needs that? In the past, it was just the one, and it was really simple.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
That was my favorite kind of way to go about it, and then it's just like, oh, this is too complicated. And it actually made me not a fan of playing it too much.
Got Copenhagen DOS in chat. Where's the Maturino link? He says I need to toss my 50 cent.
We don't have Maturino for this one.
Battle Cruiser main base, though.
Oh, lots of queens and a spore.
Oh, he jumped in. Why would you do that? Get out, run. Okay, he's running. That worked out. Could have been scarier.
Yeah. The Zergs are really wising up to the whole BC rush thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're all getting better and better at defending it.
Much prepared.
These
also,
Hellions,
it looks like Innovation is committing to the battle cruisers. He's got Yamato coming in at least.
I like to see this. I like it when Terrans go up to like 3 or 4 BCs. Usually 3, no more. Unless you're really going hard in them. And in theory, if you perfectly control those units, they will get you infinite value. Just Yamato teleport away. You should never really lose a BC. Like, I lost one earlier today, or yesterday, and I'm still kicking myself for it.
Unless the Corruptors make it across the other side of the map and kill you there.
Yeah, but then you force the Zerg to build a Spire and make, like, 10 Corruptors anyway.
True, true.
Then you're just laughing. Like, right now, Rogue's making 7 Corruptors. That ain't really enough to kill 2 BCs.
If they want to stand and fight, it is. Especially if there are queens around.
Yeah, if there's queens around.
YOLO Hellions.
I like me some YOLO Hellions. They do alright.
Nah.
Nothing special. In goes the BCs, though. I can guarantee you they're getting Yamato cannon some poor Corruptors and then teleport out.
And there we go.
And they're gone.
Ooh, that was a little close. A little scary, not too bad.
You just queue up the Yamato, then you queue up the teleport, and rarely the BC will die.
Boy says, all Zergs are struggling except for Cyril. Well, that is news to me.
That is news to me.
Nidus network on the way from Rogue, though. Loving the Nidus.
Ooh.
What's he doing with it, though? Queens, I guess?
Queens.
Queen Roach Nidus?
He'll probably, yeah, send in the Roaches, send in the Queens, fly the Corruptors in. The BCs can't help. And then what does Innovation really have besides that? I mean, he's got a few tanks.
Wrong place, though. If Nidus
tanks.
is the main, there's nothing there.
Wrong place.
He needs vision, though. Let's see if he gets vision. Thor's on the way, too. Dude, is Innovation going mech? We just talked about this, Inno.
I mean, I can see Innovation pulling it off versus Rogue. Rogue has had some games which he has played, I will say, horrendous styles against Mech. Like, it was in, I think it was the IEM qualifiers, in which, maybe it was against, like, Cure or someone, in which he made just, like, Ling Bane versus Mech. Rogue is one of the Zergs who will try that. And it's like, no, you can't do that.
You need spellcasters. You need Vipers and Infestors, ideally.
Uh-huh, you do.
That's a weird place for a Nidus, Rogue. What are you doing?
Swarm host?
Spreading creep, I guess. He doesn't have any swarm hosts, does he?
Yeah, he made like 6 or something.
All right,
14.
fair enough.
A few more than 6.
I don't know that swarm host is the answer here either, though.
Now,
Battle cruisers do a great job shooting down those locusts.
Yeah, and once the Terran supply reaches a certain point, they really are useless. Like, if it's a low eco spot for the Terran, they're great.
Yeah, yeah.
Jump, jump, jump. And then look at that, bing, bang, boom. 3 dead Corruptors.
Bing, bang, boom. Here come the Locusts. The battle cruisers are not here to help. The Thors are, though.
Thors, there's enough Terran bulk here just to deal with this.
Blue Flame. At least one tank down. A couple Hellbats down. That's free damage. Hang on, guys.
Don't do it, guys.
Oh. Well,
good
two of
thing
them
Mech
made it
is
out.
slow and Ravagers are already speed.
Pretty zippy.
Yeah, they're not slow.
No. No. Alright. This is going to be a long game. I feel it in my bones.
Alright, buckle up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Buckle up, buckaroo.
Innovation is going the Mechs, the Thors, the Hellbats, the Transformation Servos. I forget what that upgrade is called.
Transformation servos?
That
Smart
sounds right.
servos.
Oh, Smart Servos.
Smart.
Yeah. Smart Servos.
Yeah, let your friends know that Innovation is meching versus Rogue right now.
Versus Rogue.
Here's that first Nidus being called on in. Where's the BCs? They're out on the map. Oh, one of them could die this time. Corruptors get the jump on him. Oh, Innovation.
He dead.
No!
You think Innovation's kicking himself?
At this stage in the game, you're a little miffed because now you only have 2 BCs, and it's like, is that really even worth it trying to control just 2 BCs?
That Nidus seems problematic, but the battle cruisers are on a direct collision course.
And
oh, never mind, they changed their mind.
Some cores are there too. Locust coming on in, but they melt pretty darn quick.
Yeah, killing the tanks though is a big deal here.
Yeah, it's
if you
nice.
kill the tanks, Zerg can handle it a lot easier.
It's nice, but Innovation's maxed out. Unless Rogue takes a big fight, the Swarm Host, and then like the board kind of gets reset, the Swarm Host won't be efficient.
No.
Alright, another CC going up for Innovation. Getting the 5th base as a meching Terran can be a little bit difficult, so we'll see if he's able to pull this one off. Rogue continually poking and prodding. I really, really enjoy Rogue's play with the Ravagers and Roaches because Mech is not that great versus Roaches and Ravagers as long as they're controlled correctly.
Yeah, you don't move into it or you'll die.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the Zerg.
Yeah, they'll do
But
it.
if you do it right. Ooh, getting that upgrade would be nice. That +3 armor upgrade.
SCV's coming.
Got it.
Nicely done.
That was a really great snipe on vehicle plating level 3. Mech loves that upgrade. And is
Oh
gone
yeah,
now.
it makes your boys tough.
Sensor tower down. Good snipe there. Makes Innovation a little bit more blind. The creep spread is insane from Rogue. Like, it's there at this point. And that's the thing when you do Mech. It's hard to stop creep spread because your army is so slow.
Yeah. Absolutely, because you're not constantly pressuring the Zerg, so even if you do get some tumors at some point, the Zerg can just replace them. These Locusts gonna get themselves a siege tank. This PF gonna need to repair your planetary innovation! Oh gosh.
Ooh, he got it.
That is
scary for a second, but he got it.
That was scary for a second. My biggest Terran pet peeve. Terran pro gamers sometimes just don't repair their CCs.
And then the next army comes over and knocks it over with a stiff, like, whistle.
Or even just during, like, a fight or something. It's like, it's 2 clicks to make all your SCVs repair a PF. You can afford those 2 clicks as opposed to, like, moving some Hellbats.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm going to call it now. I think Rogue has this game won.
I wouldn't say so.
I know. Just saying. I'm feeling it.
It's possible. Zerg can definitely throw versus Mech, though.
Absolutely. Take one bad engagement and suddenly you're in a lot of trouble. Once again, he's really focusing down these tanks. Almost got another one there. That has like 2 HP. Yeah, Thors are pretty good targets too.
I really, really am enjoying, though, the play coming out of... not another one. Not again.
It's close.
Repair it, Innovation. Repair!
Oh, he denies +3 with like 4 seconds to go.
Once again, Innovation having an upgrade denied.
Oh, that's what we're talking about. Building armor is going to finish, though. That's nice.
It's something.
It is nice, though. When you're meching, it's a good upgrade to have.
Oh, absolutely. Now, Innovation, his army here, like, he is taking losses versus these Locusts. Every time the Raptors move in, too, they are seemingly getting 1 or 2 pickoffs that are worth it. It just goes to show, we take a look here, the resources lost well in favor of Rogue. By about 3,000. And usually as the Terran, you're the one who wants to be playing more efficient when you're meching. Now these Hellions might get themselves a Swarm Host or two, but the couple of Ravagers are doing just fine against that.
Mm-hmm.
Nidus in the main base.
That one's gonna finish.
Uh-huh. And now, this is not what Innovation wants to really be doing. Like, he's just making, like, tanks and Hellions and Thors, but he's not really building up to much of a late-game army, so he needs to push sooner rather than later. And it looks like he's kind of doing, like, a split push, but I don't know how I feel about that versus Locust and Swarm Host.
Yeah, you kind of want a mass critical amount of units to deal with those Locusts. The smaller your ball is, the worse it is against them.
Now,
I mean, that's pretty intimidating. That southern section, northern section, less so.
Yeah, it's still a force, but where are those Locusts? Looks like they're going to be counterattacking, trying to get this PF. Innovation preemptively repairing. This is what I like to see. This PF can survive. Doesn't matter how many SCVs die, as long as he keeps the PF alive. That's the important part. And Innovation is pushing in with these Thors. And Rogue, all of a sudden, you were talking about how you think Rogue has this game, and I said he could throw. Yep. He's just making roaches versus this.
Yeah, I also said you really need spellcasters against this, and he's refusing to do that too.
You are absolutely right about that.
So, not feeling great about this one, LaughNgamez.
No, Rogue already lost a lot of his bases. He's got the Swarm Host still, but he's taken so much damage because he simply hasn't been able to stop this army. I like this engagement for him, Ravagers engaging the Thors, but he's not really microing back and forth using Corrosive Bile, and he's just lost so much. And Rogue has 4K in the bank, but no bases to spend the larva on.
He's got 19 Ravagers on the way. He's got a decent amount of larva here, too.
Yeah, he does, but he's taken a lot of damage here.
I am absolutely shocked he has no Vipers at all.
Innovation's Thors are going to trade out versus these Ravagers. That's a pretty big loss, however.
That's a good win.
He is on 5 bases. He can rebuild.
Army supply 164 to 96 for Rogue, but a lot of that is Swarm Host.
Yeah,
a lot of that is dead supply for most of the time. Yeah.
Alright, we'll see. Is Innovation going to be able to stop this? His tanks are getting set on up. The Locust could potentially get a nice engagement here as they land on the tanks. There we go. Innovation is target firing with the tanks, though, to shoot those roaches. Getting some good damage done.
13 more roaches on the way. I mean, Rogue is getting +3 Flyer attack, which is fine, I guess, for the Corruptors. Can they out-repair the damage these Corruptors are doing?
If he pulled all the SCVs, he maybe could have.
I don't know, man. Corruptor, like, after that whole ramp-up time, their DPS is nuts.
That was just... It wasn't that many Corruptors, though, but anyway, still. Looking pretty good for Innovation, I'd say, at this point in the game.
Rogue has 35 workers for some reason.
He's got a big army as a result, though.
He does.
He's got a lot of Ravagers and Roaches. 20 Ravagers. That is a lot.
This is a fantastic game. Just all around. Very good.
Innovation getting the base in the bottom left is nice. Any amount of time he can mine from this is going to help give him peace of mind. Rogue spots this. He's going to want to shut that base down as soon as possible. Chicken in chat saying BC Tech Switch. This is definitely an option that Innovation could spring for, as he's got the economy to make a couple of BCs. And sometimes
he's got 100 minerals.
Yeah, but he's got the bases, whereas Rogue doesn't.
That's true.
Innovation can afford to make more air units than Rogue can at this point, and that's when a BC Tech Switch works. Or even 1 or 2 air units might help, seeing as how there's no real AA.
There is not.
Okay, this is a big attack, though. Innovation is actually just moving across the map and counterattacking. This is a little bit risky here. He's quite exposed right now, only fighting with a portion of his army against this many Roaches and Ravagers. This is so many. It is nuts.
Planetary does go down. Enough Corrosive Biles that time to finish it off.
Yeah.
Inno kind of base racing?
Yeah, he's counterattacking. He's doing his thing. Couple of Thors, Hellbats, and even a few Vikings in the mix. Innovation wants to siege those 2 tanks he's got because these Ravagers are coming in, and he wants to trade all right. Because as long as he trades versus this, eventually he's going to win out versus Rogue, who's on a very poor economy.
He is, but this is an overwhelming number of Ravagers against these Thors. Tank down, Thor down, Thor down. And Rogue, again, poor economy, but this is a great... Look at this! Just killing SCVs.
Yeah.
That's 17 SCVs down for Innovation. Okay, he still has 72. I'm not as worried about it.
He still has 72. He's got that mule money, too.
Ooh,
And
that
Rogue,
bottom left base is really exposed, though.
It is exposed.
And there's a Zerg army right there, too, so...
But Rogue also still has essentially no economy, so as long as Innovation drags this game out, even repairing this PF is completely worth it. Particularly seeing as how he kept it alive there. But as long as Innovation just trades out here, keeps his economy superior, he will win out.
Yes. But these armies he's sending are not as big as they used to be.
No, they're not. He does have to be careful about throwing away too many units.
Yeah, so he tosses the Locusts, gets a couple Hellbats and a couple tanks. Oh, look at him just dropping right on those Thors, too. Does he get...
Nothing
got
died.
greedy. Nothing died. Yeah, that's a problem.
3-3 is
out.
one hell of a drug.
Let's play the game of how many hatcheries have died today.
I want to say 7?
6.
Okay.
6 have gone
This
down.
is alright for Rogue. He cleans that army up pretty well. His economy's still in tatters. However, he has secured a base, which is going to help him out. If Innovation can get a Hellion run by at this base, that would be very good for him. For now, though, he's got to be careful. He's getting caught off guard, eating some Crows of Baal on his tanks, loses one of them.
Chasing down a Thor. Thors are not very fast, and as a result, will die. Couple Hellbats sacrificing themselves for the greater good, too. He left the tanks alone. Okay,
Rogue
that's a major victory.
cleans house. Innovation, though, building 5 more tanks at a time. Whereas Rogue definitely can't afford to do that. And we have seen Innovation. He's taken the lead in supply.
Yeah, that 72 to 29 worker count is really problematic for Rogue. He has 9 gas in his bank at the moment.
Yeah, it's really, it's catching up to Rogue at this point.
Every unit that dies for
That's
a
it.
Rogue.
GG, Innovation 3-0s his opponent.
Woo-hoo.
I